live, aren't we? Okay guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Salon Marketing Q&A. My name is Chris Brennan, and as always, we're going to come to you today and we're going to answer one of your questions live on Facebook. So, I'm not going to really have a big intro today. I know you guys are so busy with Christmas, so I think I might just jump straight into the question itself. But also, I hope your Christmas time is going well. Like, it can be pretty crazy out there. I've heard somebody refer to it as Groundhog's Day, actually. Like, it can be really busy, but every day is really busy, so it feels like it's the same day for like a month straight. It can be enjoyable, but it can also be very exhausting. So, good luck out there, guys. And we're going to go right to the question of the day. And before I do that, though, as always, I want to remind you that if you don't actually have a chance to watch this video live on the go, we'll actually be putting it as a post in Facebook, and it'll go onto our YouTube page as well in a playlist. So you can check out this episode and any of the other previous episodes as well. Plenty of opportunities for you to check out the Salon Marketing Q&A. Okay, so let's get started. Today's question comes from Jules from Glasgow, and they ask, I've recently opened a salon and I'm wondering what kind of tone I should set for the brand. In your experience, what works best for getting noticed by clients? That's a really great question. One that we haven't really covered as much. I think we talk about what you should be saying more so than how you should be saying it, I suppose, which is very interesting. So, basically, that's not really our decision, or I couldn't tell you specifically how your tone should be. That should definitely come from you. It should be organic. It should be something that you feel comfortable with, something that you won't lock yourself into that you will regret at a later stage. That's pretty much where I would be looking at the cautionary aspects of it. Like, for instance, if you have a warm, bubbly personality and you're trying to craft this sleek, subtle, professional tone, is it going to be difficult for you to maintain that that minimalist style, or do you kind of feel like jumping in and showing off and trying to like be yourself in a way, that kind of thing. So you want to, and vice versa too. Like if you want to set yourself out as a comedic, good-natured, relatable brand, but you don't really feel like that in person, then you're not really going to hit those points. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. But I'll tell you that one of the things that I learned throughout this year, and also when I attended the Inbound Conference for Marketers in Boston this year, was that one of the big things that's going to be very apparent in 2018 is that transparency is key. So what I mean by transparency is that what's going to happen more and more, and what is happening more and more, is that people don't want to be sold to. They want to buy. They don't want to be sold to. They don't want to be marketed to. And that's partly because over the past few decades, people, ourselves, yourself included, have become quite literate, quite media literate, quite sales savvy. Like, we're constantly advertised to. It's been that way for years, that we've understood and we've digested so much content that we're kind of, it's become white noise to us. And to even get it a little bit more shocking, did you know that yourself, myself, and everybody in 2017, we see an average of about 10,000 brand messages per day. 10,000. So that means that on your way to work, at work, on your way home, on a daily basis, you are being advertised to, or a brand is trying to communicate who they are, what they do, and trying to get you to do something about it 10,000 times a day. That is huge. So when we're getting into how we should put our tone and what we should be, what the tone of our marketing should be, how we should kind of position ourselves, just imagine that when we're talking about this, one of the things we were talking about is that you're going to be going in as one of those 10,000 brand messages per day. So because of that, because of just the sheer bombardment of messaging that we actually get on a daily basis, it does become white noise, and we start to not focus on it. We start to ignore it. We start skipping this stuff and we start actually subconsciously looking for things that we can connect with. Because saying you're the best salon in the world while all the other salons around your area or in the city are also saying the same message, it just becomes tuned out for the audience. The solution is transparency. And what I mean by this in this context is that it's better and you'll find more concrete, real results, like beneficial results, if you and your team are just you and your team, that you make your personality and what you guys are up to, what you guys believe in, you make that the driving factor and the focus of your marketing, and you will succeed. So instead of pretending to be this huge brand that you're just not, like if you just position yourself as who you are, you'll actually get a lot more authentic attention. And more importantly, the clients that will respond to that will stick with you because what they've seen and they connected with is you. So then that bond is going to be stronger going forward. Do you know what I mean? So there's a couple of ways we can do this. So it's about being real. It's about being yourself. It's about, you can advertise, but you can hide the advertisement in a way, and it's more about being excited about the opportunities that you have to share with them, more so than, hey, look, I've got a new ad. Check this ad out, which is a lot of times what it feels like, So one of the ways we can do this is to share our work. So instead of just putting out an ad for, let's say for a hair salon, you have a couple of new styles or a new menu that you want to show off. Why don't you just do some before and after photos or some client testimonials, or describe to your audience why you chose that these are the new fashion styles of the season, these kind of things. Like bring them into your thought process, your decision making. The same thing can go for retail. So a lot of times you will go, hey, look, we've got this new product in, a special on it, it's coming out soon, or whatever, Instead, why don't you bring them into the earlier stage when you are deciding what kind of retail you should actually be hosting into your salon, into your business. So you can go the ins and outs, you can compare. You can do videos where you actually compare what products are beneficial, and then you make a decision. But since they've been brought into that process, it'll feel realer, it's more transparent, and then whenever you turn around and go, we've got it in stock, it's not just a surprise, hey, look, we've got this random piece of retail or product in stock. The people who followed you online have followed you all the way to this point, so they should be excited that this exists. So it's a really fun opportunity for you as well, because it's not about selling. It's about sharing, and it's about helping as well. So I think the two words you want to be focusing on for 2018 when you're organizing your tone of brand for marketing is helping and sharing. Sharing your work and helping the audience, your clients out, not just when they're in your salon, when they're out as well, because we want to remind them that you exist until the next time that they're ready to book an appointment. So that's kind of how I would be looking at positioning you and your team for the marketing in 2018. Don't be afraid to showcase and show off your team as well. That's one thing that we were doing recently in Phorest. I was shooting some trainer team videos where I wanted to really show our training team to Phorest clients. So we have a lot of Phorest clients. Hi guys. And sometimes they don't even know that we actually do free comprehensive training that you can do inside the Phorest headquarters, or you can do online. Our trainers, all of them have a lot of real practical experience in the hair and beauty industry, either running salons, working in salons, managing salons, or owning salons or spas, So instead of just saying book your training, we did videos where they introduced themselves, they talked about their backgrounds, and it was really fun. And it really shows a new side of us, which is we're not just a software company. We are a company of salon professionals who are aiming to help other salon professionals in areas where they could use the help. So that's a huge difference in terms of tone, in terms of messaging and communication. So I think you could do that yourself with your team. Even if you wanted to do like once or twice a photo, and on the photo on Instagram, like on a story, you can actually write on it, kind of like the Snapchat thing. You can write down like maybe their favorite style, their favorite options. Maybe even you want to go a bit more personal and just talk about like their favorite film, things like this. We want to connect your audience with you, and the best way to do that is to show off your personality and your team's personality. And I think from there, they will connect with you, and people will start coming into your salon because they feel like they know you. So there's comfortability, there's familiarity, and comfort combined with excellent customer service will lead to client retention rates going up. So I hope you enjoyed that answer. I hope it made sense. And in 2018, I'd say that your homework should be to go on Facebook Live or Instagram Live, or just do a video and share it on social media that's introducing yourself to your audience. You can introduce your team to your audience, or you can help them out by doing like a product review. I know the idea of doing a video is just difficult, but as I said in the previous episodes, the more videos you do, the more comfortable you are, and the more videos you do, the more you can connect with your audience. So it really works out well. I mean, it's not just transparency is 2018, it's video marketing is 2018. And you can see this yourself on Facebook. As you scroll through that news feed, it's just video, 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 video. And why aren't you there? Why aren't you providing the content that audiences are gravitating toward? So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that episode. We will be back soon for another episode of Salon Marketing Q&A. In the meantime, if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer on this show, please let us know by dropping a comment below, or you can hit us up at letsgrow@phorest.com, and I'll be back for another episode to answer that question live on Facebook. Okay, guys, my name's Chris Brennan. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, let's grow.